Hello. How about now? Okay, that should be better. Okay, change the scene. Music's still playing. Cool. So on YouTube it's working. On the Twitch. And Twitch seems to be working. Okay, I think that's everything. Just a little bit quieter. Okay, so my voice should be heard over the music. And it looks like it is. Beautiful. That's not the setting I want. Okie doke. I have to tell everyone that I'm actually live today. Boop doo doo doo. Goodness to Swindon. Hey J-Fix, how you doing? Hey Dreams. That's good to hear. Thanks. Happy birthday to the kiddo. Let's get that out of the way. Move this guy out of the way. Got a new tool to try today, so we're going to see how that rolls. Well, technically I got it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling good yesterday. Sounds like that's going to be good to go. And it does see this as column 4, so let's open. Where is it? CST. On port 04. Let's see. We have TXD and RXD. And we have ground. Right. First one on our list tonight. Should we get some Pokemon games ready for the store? I think I'm going to. Hello, Sir Ace. It is nice to see you. I apologize I was not here yesterday. By the time I actually got around to streaming, I called it quits. I did get a new tool though. So we're going to see if this one works better with my computer than the other ones. But before I do that, I gotta get some games ready for the store. Because they need new batteries. Actually, this one already has a new battery, it looks like. I myself don't recall installing that, but that is a new battery, and that is a good battery, so I guess that's one I don't have to worry about. You know what I just realized? I don't know where any of my 1616s went. Okay, so it looks like during repairs today, I will also be doing a little bit of tidying up. So in the meantime, that's gonna go there. We're gonna add a new media source called add. And it's going to be my ad. Because I'm not going to sue myself over my own advertisement. I do decide to play that.
Wouldn't it be great to find a place that satisfied all of your family's video game needs? A place where you could find games for systems like Atari and Nintendo 64, all the way up to Xbox One and PS4. Where you could teach your kids the wonders of Contra and Tecmo Bowl, and they in turn could introduce you to Modern Warfare and BioShock. Video Game Depot is that place. They have it all, plus much, much more. They have all the accessories that you need to complete your video game room or man cave. They even have arcade.
So that should work the way I want it to work. Okay. I don't care about this because no one's going to be chatting on Twitch for a while. And how about we take a quick look at this? This is L32 board. I guess so. Or they're all hanging out with Boot, or either way, I'm still gonna be here for anyone that wants to join. Hey Shadow, how are you? Good. I am glad to hear that. Okay. Now let's see. My black is TX. My red is RX. And it's the third one in. We're gonna see if we could finally get this one figured out. Okay, none of my points are touching. Let's plug power in and see if console service tool will read this. I'm in. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Damn it, still says Operation Run Read Error Code. Okay, so we unplug power for the PS5 and we replace TXD and we replace RXD, swap them around. And this is on 3.3. Operation canceled. So it actually was running. Alright, what if we tell it USB serial port COM4 run? Operation canceled. Okay, so let's unplug this and we are going to swap RxD and TXD again. And plug power back in. USB serial port COM4 run. Operation canceled. Why does it keep canceling? Let's see if Coder's software can do any better. Alright, so get error codes from PS5. COM 1, or COM 4 technically. Yeah, I was running CST. Say when it disappeared. Okay, so at least with this new tool, it looks like it's trying to get the codes. Well, right now I'm running Coder's tool, and it looks like it's reading. I think. Here, let me... display capture. I don't know, it won't let me. See, that looks like it's reading, right? And by the way, this is how I'm seeing your guys' chats pop up. Although, I guess I really don't need to. I've got it other ways. So I guess I could do this to make my life a little easier. Within a few seconds. So if it's taken a few minutes, something's wrong. Okay. Well, then something went wrong, and I gotta find out what. Came with this little book, so we're gonna read it. Number 6 is a test jumper. Should test that this adapter works correctly. Shorting TXT and RXD means that you will receive any data you send. Huh. Well, I don't know where the adapter is. User 3.3 on the RxTX lines and standby. On what, the tool or the PS5? Because this is PS5. Okay, let's check. Because this is the one that if you press the button, the blue light pops up and then goes back off within like a second. It's like a 5-second. And that's what, diode mode? Actually, Andy, you're like 5th. Give me one sec, guys. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I am back, guys. Okay, Ace, as for your question, I do get 3.3 on TX, which is the top one. According to console service tool, the 3.3 boards, yeah, so top one is TX. I get 3.3 volts DC draw because red on ground, but RX I get 0.016 volt draw. So no, I am not getting 3.3 on both of the RX and TX lines. Okay. And if I short RX to TX, well, this isn't really shorting, is it? But between RX and TX, I get 3.3 volts. And just to make sure that it is not my tool causing the 3.3, we're going to just unplug that. And we're going to actually use my leads to test. And as you can see, with my leads, it is getting 3.281 volts, so it is 3.3. And since the tool is actually sending a reading signal out, I would assume the tool is working. Actually, Andy, I got sick and tired of using the tool Booter told me to use, and bought one of the ones that someone else told me to use. Okie dokie, Andy. Hey, Sean. I am doing alright. I feel better than I did yesterday, so now I am streaming. Okay, well, Ace, when TTL is unplugged, right? If I put red on ground. Okay, red on ground. As you can see, I got my fluke here. Black in lead, 3.29, and my RX is 0.016, and if I were to connect RX and TX together, it's 3.278. I think so, Andy. This is my original tool I had actually bought before I bought the ones that were recommended to me by Sir Boots. This was the one. This was actually the tool that was recommended to me by another repair shop that told me she used to use it for PS3s. Who was it? Tortello Repairs told me to use this one. Not Total Tech Merc, but Tortello told me to use this one. Oh yeah, unplug the PS5. And then we're going to plug this one back in, which is RX. And we get that silly little one. And then plug this one, which is TX. Well, I tell you what, Ace. I'm going to try running this one more time. With console service tool this time. And if I don't get anything, I'm going to do an HDMI board that I need to do. And I'm going to use that board to test the tool. Just so you guys can all see, it canceled on its own. I don't think it's my tool, considering CST and Coder's tools are both now actually recognizing a connection. But as you can see, I did not click cancel and it did cancel out on me. So, with that being said, we're gonna move this. I gotta find out where my pieces are for this, because once I figure out where that plunging tool is and my tip, I'm going to put some Amtech or Kingbow in this Amtech. That is quite possible, Ace. So what we're gonna do is, like I said earlier, we're going to turn around, get an HDMI board that needs to be repaired, and we're gonna test with that HDMI board. And just for my own gratification, I don't need to unplug this when I'm desoldering it from a board, right? Who's saying hello? Hello! Hello, Sully! How are you today? Oh, I should unplug it from the computer as well as unplug the PS5. Ace? Okay, then I will make sure to unplug the tool from USB and from the PS5 from power. So let's move that PS5 over here, out of my way, even though it will be in my way because it will fall against my back at some point, just like it just did. Wow, Sully. 4:28. What time is it now? For me. 11:30. So, Jesus. Sounds like you need to get some sleep, Sully, or get a Rockstar in ya. That's good, you got some life left in you, Sean. Let's see, this is an all digital, so that means this guy is gonna pop up here. From Chile? Ooh! I'm in Alaska, Sully. Hence the reason why I am a Yeti, because I am in Alaska. And don't worry, Ace, I will test this before I do any work on it. I just want to take the shell off first. Thank you, Sully. I think Chile is better than, or cooler than Alaska, at least. It is cold sometimes, though. Okay, I will check RX as soon as I get the top off, Ace. It was a non-working PS5 Dreams. So we are going to test it using this working PS5, because this should just need an HDMI port. And I love that since these weight in a bag with alcohol, that all these just come up so nicely. Fault on Southbridge. Cause no your? Okay, good to know. You wanted to move to Canada? I've never been to Canada. However, I do have some friends in Canada, and a lot of the women I know in Canada they all apparently enjoy Canada, and they all have the same mindsets, or at least close to Medicine Hat. Thank you, Andy. I will keep that in mind. However, I'm hoping my UART works, because this will now be the 4th different type of UART I've attempted. And I really don't want to buy another UART. I'd like to just have a UART. Because, oops. Because according to Tortello, whatever, she says that she used to use one of these for PS3, and also uses these, I think she said, for mobile repair from time to time. But I should be able to use this for PS5 UART, PS3 Syscon, and PS2 Syscon? I don't know what PS2 is called for when you want to recalibrate the laser. She doesn't work on PS5s. Although I think she's starting to work on PS5s. Because from talking to her, it seems like she's trying to work on PS5s. Okay. Not plugged in. This should not. This SSD should not affect my readings, right, Ace? I am working on a PlayStation 5, silly. And no, everything that I do is strictly from experience. See, I would agree with Ace on that, Dreams, except I have now tried 2 of these guys that Booter recommended to me, and I cannot get any of them to work except for one. One time it worked, and that's it. Well, Andy, send that to me in Discord with a link. Guys, if I can get the cheap one to work, I would love to go with the cheap one and get my $15 or $10 or $15 back for the fancy one. Well, we're gonna find out, Ace, because keep in mind, after that one time, this is the only one that has actually done anything. So we're gonna find out. But anyway, unplugged. I should get nothing because there's no DC draw. Nothing because there's no DC draw. Plug in. There should now be a DC draw. 3.3 on TX. 3.3 on RX. So Ace, I'm pretty sure it's having an issue on RX because of the fact there is no 3.3 on that other board. But as you can see, this one is 3.3 on RX. Also silly. Fair. Also silly, as you can see, I have other technicians in my chat that is helping me out on stuff. So, yeah, really just experience and asking for help. Well, considering that other one, I'm gonna have to wait anyway. Let's get this one at least hooked up so I can see that this works. Or we will get this guy here, which is also on 3.3. So these are both usable tools. And here's the cable for the cheap one. Okay, so let's do the cheap one first, so that way I can confirm this cheap one works or not. Actually, before we do that, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blue light. This should go to a white light. It has no HDMI signal, but just for the sake of being on stream, let's get my HDMI cable. Oops. As I break everything because I got no space. As you can see, TV has no signal, so we're going to wait for a white light, and the TV should still have no signal. Also, Sully, I've been working on video game consoles for almost 20 years now. Wait, what? This is not supposed to have any video. Oh, HDMI port is damaged. Okay, so as you guys can see, during the wiggle test, it goes off. So it does need a new HDMI port, but at least we can confirm this is a fully working console, minus the technically needs an HDMI port. Also, because I have this super duper thick, heavy duty HDMI cable I'm using for testing. This thing is a beast, by the way. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how thick this is. Monster Ultra Gold. HD Gold. Okay. So we've got that unplugged. We have no way of getting a short right now with the tool. And we're going to unplug that. Blue we're going to toss to the side for now. How about them apples, Andy? This is the same board as before, so that should be RX here. Or not the same one, but the same type. That guy should be there. There's nothing touching. And then we got blue, which is my ground, on that ground point. So it's RX, then TX, then ground. Then we've got this guy here, which we're going to plug into this braided extension cable. Okay, now we're going to open up console service tool. PS5. Alright guys, changing over to that screen. Okay, as we can see, we have this here, COM3. It recognizes it already. Hey Anthony. Plug in PS5 and run. It's refusing to run. Now, just to be on the safe side, unplug this, unplug PS5 power, swap RX and TX, plug tool back in, plug PS5 power back in. Already on yet, Dreams? Hey, how about that? Well, cool. Let's send the other one back. Alright guys, cheap tool works. I will at some point need to 3D print a housing for my cheap tool though. I'm also keeping the wires from this tool. Actually, I'll send the wires back. Yeah, what do you guys think? Should I just clear the errors? Unexpected power loss or shutdown failure. Alright, looks like this tool is going back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quick unplug the tool. And I'm going to plug it straight into my computer. Still recognized as COM3. Gonna tell it to run again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the cheap tool is now working. It was not working on any PS5s earlier. Yeah, except Ace, the thing was, this cheap tool was not working on any PS5s. That's why I bought the fancier looking tool, because it was not working on any PS5s whatsoever. Including another PS5 that worked just fine and was just an HDMI port repair. It just wouldn't work on it. By the way, does anyone who owns a store have a good wholesale link for these? Because I really don't feel like paying I don't want to pay like $10 a piece for these, and I could use some. Yeah, Ace, I understand that. But what I'm saying is I tried on another PS5 that had no issues a few days ago, and I could not get this tool to work. It just refused. Also, verdict. Who says I should just clear the error codes and fix the HDMI? Okay, gonna tell it to clear error codes. Right, it says it was cleared. So, unplugging PS5, unplugging tool. We're going to desolder this guy. And we're gonna get this HDMI port replaced. Because I need to make some money. So I've got no clue why the tool wasn't working, because it was plugged into the same port that it was just working on. Music is slightly overpowering. So you want me to turn it down? How's that, Dreams? Cool. Well, Andy, we got the tool to work. The cheap one. I don't have any idea why it worked, but it was not working on another PS5 that was perfectly functional earlier this past week. No clue. So I'm going to be sending the more expensive tool back to Amazon. And using the cheap tool, I guess. Yeah, except I don't know what the port error would be, Dreams, because it's plugged into the same port that it just was working on just now. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, if it was something stupid that Windows fixed in the background, that'd be one thing, but like... it just doesn't make any sense. Refreshed and back again. Yeah, except the funny part is, it's running through my laptop, right? And this laptop has not been turned off in a month. So, yeah, I really couldn't tell you, man. But since we got codes working, I'm going to do what I can with them. Yeah, that makes sense, Streams. I haven't rebooted this laptop, though. That's the thing, it's literally been sitting here for this whole entire time. I don't even recall rebooting it for when I installed the drivers. I'm pretty sure I still should reboot it to do it. But hey. Repeat what I said about the UART? What do you want me to repeat about it, Andy? Like the full thing? Oh, so cheap one is now working. No clue why. Tried it on another one earlier this week that had no problems, was just HDMI. Cheap one would not work with Coder's Tool, CST, or anything. It actually kept saying that the tool was connected, but there was no console connected. Then, all of a sudden, it works just fine. It's plugged into the same exact port that it was earlier this week. I did not reboot my computer or anything. It is unexplainable why it's just randomly working. But hey, it's randomly working. Yeah, not a problem, Andy. Get this HDMI port replaced and move on to the next. Actually, move on to another PS5 that couldn't UART earlier. That should have UARTed. And we're going to see if now I can get a UART on it since the tool is now confirmed working. Where's my PS5 HDMI ports? Oh, I've got 3 ports left on this reel. I don't have any commands set up, Andy. I'm gonna need someone to teach me how to do commands. And I don't know, if I start getting monetized for my stuff, I will pay for the Streamlabs. Hello there, M92. I'm sorry, your username is giving me PTSD because of how many M92s I have to replace. And how many faulty ones I get from wholesale. Lost my solder. I wouldn't say my worst nightmare, but definitely my most PTSD nightmare. Especially since I have one Switch OLED I have to get fixed that's been here a year now. Because I couldn't figure it out. No one else was able to figure it out. And then all of a sudden Coder's like, oh yeah, check M92. And it's like, but it's booting and charging. M92 won't be bad. He's like, check it. It's like, oh fuck. So I've had to replace M92 on it, but I accidentally goofed up, and now I have to replace all the caps around M92. Oh yeah? Is that so? How many accounts does Andy have? Only 6. Oh, my bad. Channels, not accounts. One account. 6 channels. You sound like my ex-girlfriend, Andy. 20 different personalities, one body. Autofocus? Who needs autofocus when you got a manual focus you can use? Good. 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 Skip down. Good. That's just flex, it's not moving. Good, good. And with another HDMI port, I have... Wait, did that just move? Nope. Nope, that did not move. Got another port replaced. Hello, worms! How's the squishiest of the worms people today? It is nice to be here on YouTube. It seems you guys all enjoy the YouTube better than the Twitch. Well, that is cool, because I am going to be staying here for a while, and we're going to see if it can help me make some monies. One way or another. Also, don't forget. Actually, I shouldn't say don't forget, because I've never told you guys. Not only am I, but my family's game store is part of this program called Extra Life, which is a charity program that uses video games to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So this upcoming week, I will start having my overlay be an Extra Life overlay. Well, I should say introducing an Extra Life overlay to try to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Which is something I've tried doing for like 10 years in a row now, but never have I ever actually gotten it to roll. So hopefully I can get that rolling too, because I would like to get some of that stuff rolling. Welcome back, Anthony. Notice you didn't mention me. I know, I'm supposed to be working and not paying attention to chat. I wouldn't really say a charity stream, Squishy. I'm thinking of making it part of my normal streams and just make it a thing that's like you guys can actually see how much money I've been able to raise during it, and if you guys feel like you want to donate to it, you can. Because I don't think I've gotten to the point in streaming yet where I can actually do a charity stream and it be worth anything. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you including me on my own stream. And keep in mind, if during that whole, any of the donation stuff, it is tax deductible. You guys are confusing me. So if any of you own businesses, technically when you do the donation to my Extra Life account, you do get a charity donation for your business tax. You guys are going to be listing off so many different names. I am not going to pay attention to what names you are listing off because I will just get confused. Also, when I get caught up with all my repairs, which will probably be never, I will eventually do some gaming streams. Because my sister wants to get back to her streaming and will probably drag me into doing a dual stream with her. I do not play Fortnite. I mean, I can always start playing a game, but the last first-person shooter I played was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You mean one of these, Ace? I do also have a stand for this somewhere, so eventually this will actually hang up right next to this camera up here. So we've got my overhead camera, and then this will also be hanging right here, so that way I can also bring it back down when I need it. I'm also going to be getting an articulating arm at some point for this beast here, because this is in my way. I will have to eventually get a macro lens for it. Thank you. I do like it. It is a nice tool. And that is the only good purchase so far I've had from Northridge. All my other purchases have been a disappointment. Like, I bought this from Northridge, and the button disappeared after a week, and I could have just bought this off of AliExpress with a better quality for a quarter the price. Yeah, Dreams, I'm not buying anything from him ever again. Like, it was the biggest mistake buying anything from him. No, Ace. I am not his best customer. I am hoping eventually that I can actually be like, do something. Oh, Dreams, I know for a fact it is. And he claims that he talks to the manufacturers to get the best quality and all this stuff. Which, to be honest, is something any of us can do. It's called buying from Alibaba instead of AliExpress. Anyone who is not an actual repair business that buys wholesale themselves. So I'm assuming people who are attempting repair and see him using it and go through and go, oh, hey, look, he's a technician, he owns a business, he uses it, let's buy his tools. I can almost guarantee the Flux he's selling is either cheap Amtech ripoff, Kingbow, or something else. Now, there is one business that I feel bad had closed down who was making his own Flux and did a pretty damn good job at it. I wish I could reach out to him and ask him to buy Flux from him, but he's only working with people he worked with previously. Also, because I also bought like 12 tubs of these, so I don't need Flux for a while. Alright, let's get this guy booted back up. We are going to, of course, use some contact cleaner. I don't use any contact cleaner except for Deoxit, because this stuff works amazingly on pretty much everything. If you guys know a better one, by all means, tell me. What kind of Flux is this? I just know it's the same stuff Booter and Coder uses. I don't know if it's rosin, resin, or anything else. Oh, and as we can see, we have a full PS5 screen and normal wiggle test, no issues. That flicker was because I did push my HDMI cable too hard. Rosin Flux, excellent all-rounder. Okay, so I won't have to worry when I start getting back into BGA work that I need to get new Flux, right? Because I haven't touched BGA work, minus like small chips. You know, I'm talking like the big BGA machines, in like 15 years. But once I get some stuff cleaned up, I will need to buy one of those because I have so many PS3s and Xbox 360s that I can utilize that with, that I would not have any problems killing a few to get back into the groove. Liquid rosin flux. Ace, do me a favor, send me a link. I'm not gonna buy any for a while, but if you got a link, I'll keep it in my reservoir when I do need to do it. Should be stored in a fridge. Really? Like a fridge. So if I put a mini fridge in my room here, I should shove my thermal or my my flux in it. How do you know, Dreams? Did you make a large batch of flux and it fucked over? Same with paste? So you're telling me I should have a mini fridge in here with nothing but flux, thermal paste, and alcohol? And Red Bull. Yeah, solder paste. Oh, solder? You mean... Wait. You're telling me this stuff is not good to keep at room temperature? And should be refrigerated? Okay, to be fair, I've been repairing video game consoles for almost little over 20 years now. Kinda off on. I never once learned how to do any of this outside of actually just doing the work and finding out from other people. So... Andy, the VR, which VR is it? Throw it at him. Throw it at him so hard that he believes he's stuck in virtual reality. Isekai him. I will not touch another Quest 2 until Facebook gets off their rear and gives me appropriate repair parts. They are cheap, they are low quality, ever since Facebook bought them out. I will only work on PlayStation VR, HTC Vive, and the original Oculus Quests. And that's only if I could get parts for them. And half the time I can't get parts for them, so I don't work on them anymore. Also, I tried using the works that Booter uses. I don't like it. Not enough torque. Now I would like to replace this DeWalt of mine with the DeWalt that this rotates and becomes the pistol style handle. But that is not something I'm concerned with right now because of the fact this one works just fine. And I really like the gyro on this. I will say I need to get another battery and another charger. Because I don't like stopping to let a battery charge. Good. Because, yeah, unless you can actually get parts for it, Andy, it's going to be more of a migraine than anything. Now, normally I would replace this tape, but I lost the electrical tape I was using for this. So we're just gonna careful not to break this tape. You guys want to hear something that's kind of funny? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's my stream, it's not like you guys have any choice in the matter, but I figured I'd ask all the same. Okay, this is my original tool. I'm gonna quick test it to see if this will do anything. So, came across this guy on Whatnot that sells broken parts, or broken stuff, right? And I went through and I figured I'd buy some stuff. Well, it turns out that you guys know who Tronics Fix is, yeah? Steve? He found it too. So eventually I'm just like, I'm not gonna fight Steve about this because I think he has more money than me. And I'm pretty sure he would have easier time outbidding me on stuff. But it was pretty funny to actually come across a Whatnot stream where it was me, Steve, and a few others. I mean, that is fair. Years ago, I tried sending some stuff to him, and I had an awkwardly bad experience with him. But the guy's not a bad guy. I mean, at least he tries to get some stuff back out there. Okay, You know, so I can give him more credit than I give other. His YouTube videos, I think, are more entertaining than educational. Yeah. No, I understand where you're coming from, Andy. Okay, guys. Huh. This tool that I was having issues with in the past is also now working. So... I got a working tool, I guess. Ooh, Andy, don't forget to send us some pictures. Yeah, tell me about it. It is extremely odd. And I mean, this is the one that you and Booter watched me solder and screw with the drivers and everything that was not working on any PS5s. But now it's working on PS5s. So... I'm speechless. I have no clue why, but... You know what? I've got 2 working UARTs. I can get my money back on the more expensive UARTs. And I've got some stuff figured out. I mean, see, Squishy, but see, here's the thing. A few years back, I sent him 2 PS4s that were white light of death, right? So he does that stupid washer thing where you force the washers to force pressure on the processing chip to get it to work again. That's all he did for me. He shipped them back to me, and when I got them back, they would not turn on. I let them sit, thinking maybe it's just an awkward thing, and then they turned on and told me they couldn't read the hard drives. So I emailed him. I'm like, hey Steve, it's Mike up in Alaska. I got these PS4s. They turn on. You had just repaired them for me, but now neither one of them sees their hard drive. Is there anything I should check? And he's like, no, they should work just fine. There's no issues with them. I'm like, I mean, I got a picture of them working with hard drives missing. Like, they don't recognize the hard drive. And he's like, well, if you want, you can send them back. And you know what? You can do that. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So, on a whim, I take the 2 hard drives out. I swap them, put them back in the consoles, and the consoles had the opposite hard drives in them. I email him and I'm like, hey Steve, it's Mike again. I turned around and I swapped the hard drives around and they work perfectly fine now. Thanks so much for your help. Any idea if anyone would have accidentally, you know, mixed the hard drives up when you were putting my stuff back together? And he said there's no way that could happen. but I'm glad they work. And ever since then, I noticed that all the repairs I could do, like micro soldering, trace repair, that kind of stuff, he couldn't do at all. And so after the whole debacle thing with the hard drives, I simply turned around and decided that I will keep him in my book as a colleague in the industry, but I will not ask him for help or advice on repairs ever again. Because I really don't think the way that I was handled in that situation was really appropriate. And if I ever handle a customer in that way, I really hope that customer does not utilize my services in the future, because I would never want a customer to be handled that way. You guys know what I mean? It's just kind of that awkward thing where you're like, dude, you're a business. Like, that was a little bit rude. Or maybe not rude, just not appropriate. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really put it into the extreme of he just swaps the full board out. But I definitely don't think he has the ability that any of us really do to go down onto the board level and try to figure that stuff out. Now, don't get me wrong, not talking shit about him, just saying what my experience was with the guy. But, not that really matters. That's just why I don't work with him. You guys have some weird little arguments, don't you? Hey, here's a question for you guys. I still watch his videos once in a blue moon. You know, they're kind of like Rossman's videos, you know, except Rossman's videos nowadays. You know, it's one of those things I'll listen to in the background, but it's not something I will go to for information. Yeah, I really am not sure I would agree with that part, Dreams, because I'm pretty sure he really wouldn't be. Did anyone see what I did with the little black piece that is supposed to cover here? Here we go. Hey, so here's a question for you guys. This came in without this plate, right? I never took this plate off. I mean, I would probably trust Rossman with that more than I would trust Steve. But serious question, I have these. Should I replace this for him for free, or just leave it off and ask him if he wants it, and charge him like $5 if he wants it? Because, like, see, I can easily just replace. Okay. I ask because I always try to make sure my stuff goes back to the customer in much better condition than what I got it in. But when it comes to stuff like this, where it's missing a cover, it's like, I'm not sure I want to put the money out for it. Okay. Will do, Anthony. No, Andy. I don't want brownie points. I want money. I gotta get worse than like Coder and the rest of them and become money hungry. If people want to give me brownie points, they should give it to me because I clean their consoles really well. That's what they could give me brownie points for. Did anyone see me remove this piece? Hey, was anyone paying attention when I opened this, if I removed this piece, or if it was already removed? Because I'm not seeing it here on my bench, but my bench is not necessarily the cleanest bench. Why, thank you, Squishy. I'm glad someone enjoys it, even if it is for their own sadistic humor. Seriously though, did I remove this? Do I have to remove it? Ah, Shadow, you were supposed to be my stalker and paying attention to what I do. Ah. You know what? I don't see it here on my bench, so I'm going to assume it was missing in the first place. Ten to 1 says I will find another one and I will replace it before I send it back to them. Well, that's no good. So, yes, I removed it. Oh, damn it, Dreams. I mean, thank you, but damn it. That means I gotta look for it. Hey, Dreams, you by chance see where I sat it? Oh, I found it. Thank you, Dreams. Ah, thank you, Dreams. Appreciate you. Alright. Time for this to go back in its baggie. Check that out. Pretty cool painting. Okey-dokey. Minor rattle, but that's okay. Rattle. Okay. Alright, now I'm putting this one with the top part. Oh yeah. Gotta remember. I did not repair this one yet. Is this one even supposed to be HDMI? 5499. Excuse me. "30-minute into use, it shuts off." What is? 30 minutes into use, this shuts off? That's a rabbit hole from hell? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Dreams? Because I will full-heartedly agree with you. Okay, what do you guys say? Do I... Because I am not doing these in order, I'm literally just... Yeah, nope, not covered in dust. Do I sit this one to the side, even though it's late, and work on it later? Or do I hook it up to UART and see what UART says? And hope and pray that UART gives me an error code that is stupid simple fix. Because I don't think this one's even a... Yeah, I don't think it's an overheat. But to be fair, it is a first generation. It's a 1015A. Oh yeah, fan spins. Let me see if I even got this customer's approval to do a repair on this. 575-7670. I should have an update for him this weekend. That's what I said. I was scared you'd say something like that. Okay, well, fine. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? It takes... Best case scenario, I take it apart, I find a dry spot on liquid metal, and I tell him to stop using it stood up. Worst case scenario, rabbit hole from hell. Alright boys, call me Alice, cause into the rabbit hole we go. Woo! If I wasn't so far behind on repairs, I love rabbit holes. because they're annoying as all hell to deal with. But the gratification of being like, I spent the last 20 hours working on this console and I figured out what the hell it was. Boom. And then recording later that this issue came from this repair. I like that feeling. I think it's a cool feeling. But I am so far behind on repairs that I would rather not deal with rabbit holes. But Ace says I gotta deal with rabbit holes, so I'm gonna deal with rabbit holes. The only rabbit holes I want to deal with are from a bunny girl, and I don't get bunny girls up in Alaska because I'm not in Japan. I'm gonna really have to clean up what I say when I start doing the extra life stuff, aren't I? Because that is donations for Children's Miracle Network, huh? Yeah, I know, Shadow. Bite me. Okay, there is no M2. Monday, I'm gonna eat German chocolate cake while I do work because I will deserve treats. So he says after 30 minutes of use it turns off. So I mean, it is kind of dusty inside. I guess it is possible it's just some dust, because I mean, take a look at this. Into the rabbit hole. Hey Falcon, how are you? But that's actually really clean in there for being so long. I don't have my electronic duster on me. Really, Andy? Where did you hear that from? Was it from an Alti? You gotta love that all of us have actual, like, names on YouTube. What do? We find out each other's actual IRL names and just call each other by our real names. Makes you wonder what the point of having some of these names are. Well, broken plastic is never a good sign. Could have been dropped. Hello, Nick! How are you doing over on the Twitch? Oh, yeah, I see, Squishy. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look like the PSU would be that backed up. I will check UART in a minute. I want to check basic dust first. Because if I could do basic dust checking, and it's something like dust, I can just take it back apart tomorrow with my electronic air duster and call it good. Because right now I'm just trying to do repairs that I need to use my soldering tools for. Yeah, it's pretty dusty. Dust. The silent killer of the video game consoles. But to also be on the safe side, we will plug UART to it and see if UART gives us any kind of code that would be a hardware fault, even though it should just be dust. I should not have separated it like that. Since this is a Gen 1 board. Oh yeah, Andy, what is it? Do tell. Since Wormsy Boy wants to try hiding it from the rest of us. Trevor! Really? Interesting. Interesting. This is an 010 or an 020 because it's first gen. Right? Yeah. I did not see what he said. See. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is what UART says about this console. Operation canceled. Okay. Stop RX and TX. I don't. It just crashed console service tools. I need like another monitor. Okay, there we go. Hardware AC and detect. APU not responding. Power sequence error. General power failure. December 3rd, 2023. Very top. Excuse me. None of these look like error codes that are actually like hardware defects, though. They look like the same type of error codes I've seen other people mention were just from it shutting off on being dirty. Do you guys see anything that I don't? Because, like, this is the top one. Hardware, AC, and detect. Unexpected power loss as shutdown failure. That's just dust, right? I want to check the information, not submit something. Okay, so clear the error codes. What do you guys say? Clear the error codes or no? Should I just clear error codes after I've run them? Is that like just the best thing to do with these? Is just clear it and then try again later? Alright. I'll just clear the error codes after I've read them. Squishy. You tell me save after I've already cleared it. Alright, Anthony, I give that a try. Dummy. Alright, well, on its own, it has no new error codes, so I'll do the cleaning, test it out, and if it doesn't die after 30 minutes, maybe I'll hook it up for error codes just for the laughs of it. I'm going to clean this one during business hours tomorrow because I don't have my electric air duster in here. And secondly, I can clean during business hours. I cannot do solder work during business hours. We're just going to clean these up, because I prefer to make sure they're all clean. Even though I know they're just test pads, I prefer if they're clean. I guess they're your pads, not test pads. I guess they're test pads too. Yeah, Andy, that's right. Saved on stream. Switch? No. Not switch all that time. Although I should. Fuck. Let me put this back together so I can transport it. And then we'll do switch OLED. I don't want to do the switch OLED because I'm not getting paid for it, but I do have to get it done. Just lost my screwdriver. There we go. Yeesh. Good luck with that dream. Okay, 5.25 volts, which means it's a fault with M92, which is probably because I put the wrong capacitor on M92, I bet. For who, Dreams? Me or you? I2C 15 and 16. You said it's a PS5? Hey, Dreams. You said pin 15 and 16, yeah? That's where pin 15 connects to on a 010. Oh, okay. Well, don't need my help. I try to be useful. My bad. Okay. I'm going to reluctantly work on this one. Looks like I've got 2 bridged caps. That could be an issue. Alright, I guess I should. Yeah. No, cap doesn't need to be replaced, it looks like. Cap should be fine. Yeah, that cap's fine. Yeah, that cap's fine, right? Now we just gotta make sure these two are not touching. Yeah, this one needs to be separated. That should go in its rightful spot if I just give it some flux and surface tension, right? Right? I don't know, should I give you guys commands? Damn it. I really have to get used to micro soldering under a microscope. I don't know if I trust them with the commands. Ah. Starting to think I shouldn't have listened to Andy. Should have just done another PS5. Bite me, Ace. Come over to the US and bite me. Okay, well, if anyone knows the values of any of those, I would appreciate a DM. Which one is this one? That is that capacitor there. I don't know. I knew that I would not be asking for values. Breathe in, breathe out. Kill someone from the UK. Let's drink some water. Two larger caps. One smaller cap and two resistors. I prefer bent irons. I don't like straight ones. Bent ones allow me to work at an angle. Straight ones don't. Angles help me out. I can never get the straight ones to work for me. I can only get bent ones to work for me. And they also all have to be conical. I can't get knife tips to work either. No, I have another Switch OLED board I can find out if I really need to. Appreciate it though. Give me a sec. Yep. No, not the ninth dimension. The void. Along with the rest of them. Damn it. Okay, where's my other OLED board that I was stealing all the parts from? I'm gonna have to replenish eventually. Does this have the parts? Nope, that's the one I was stealing all the parts from. Yes, it is floating. Yes, it's being held up by the Omnivite. Okay, more flux it is. I'll put so much flux on here that Rossman would be happy. Have a good one, Dreams. Thanks for tuning in. I am cheering up. Once I'm done with this, I am calling it a night and I'm going to go get ice cream. Nope, Ace. It was the perfect amount of flux. So much flux, Rossman would be proud of me. That would be a funny video. Not really. I paid like $8 a tub, I think. Okie dokie, Andy, I'm gonna be off here shortly in a minute anyway. Like I said, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go get ice cream. I have mint chocolate chip and vanilla bean in my freezer, so I'm probably gonna do half and half of those. Have not tried Magnum Mint. If I can find it, I will try. But I know I've got mint chip and vanilla bean for sure. My mint is mint chocolate chip, so it's got chocolate in it. Ooh, I'll have to try that. Yep, and I only had to sacrifice 2 other Switch OLED boards that I will have to actually fix. Okay. Now to just quick clean up, make sure nothing is touching. Thank you, Ace. I would not have done it if it was not for you guys. Probably because it would have just been sitting there longer, but no. I had to get it done anyway. Better for me to get it done now and get this person off my back than have to deal with them any longer, I guess. It just means in the morning I'm gonna do some repairs off of stream. Because I was supposed to get way more repairs done tonight than just these. Okay, M92 looks fine. I don't see any other resistors or caps touching. And then we have that cap there. That cap should not be that close, right? No, that cap needs to be angled. Don't say that, Ace. If M9 is not functional, we're gonna have words. Where did that cap come from? Oh, pistachio ice cream is amazing. And that resistor. You bastard. Okay, I do not see anything else touching. Does anyone else see anything else touching? Give me one sec. We're gonna clean this real quick. Looks good. Looks good to me. Nothing's touching. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now let's put this back into this thing here. This is just my testing base. So we gotta get that one up. That one up. That one goes inside. They're not tough to crack. Alright, we have 15 volts, which means it charges again. Woo! Okay, now I just need to let that charge overnight and find out if it docks tomorrow. And hopefully that was the right switch OLED board, because I need to order more parts. Thank you, Ace. I really appreciate it. Okie dokie. After. Why would you guys use a hammer on pistachios? You just take the pistachio, you pop it in your mouth, you crack it, you use your tongue to put the nut further in your mouth, and you spit out the shell. Like, why would you guys do so much extra for a pistachio? It just don't make sense. No! No pistachio missiles with the hammer! We are not looking for the Vikings for the hammer. Oh, macadamias? I mean, I do the same thing with macadamias. I pop them in, I crack them with my teeth, spit out and eat the rest of the nut. Are you not supposed to do that? Like, I've just always done that. Well, sorry, I wasn't on the same track about your guys' nuts. But to be fair, I buy the roasted macadamias. So I think the roasted ones happen to be softer or something. Because I keep getting told macadamias are supposedly really hard to crack. I mean, the ones I buy seem to be just fine. God, I gotta clean these Omnivices. Like, I should just toss them in the ultrasonic cleaner. By the way, I turned the temperature up on my soldering iron to 450 degrees Celsius, which is the highest this one will go. So hopefully that does something. Well, I can't anymore. I got no teeth here or here. Like, I have this full section of my jaw is toothless, and this full section of my jaw here back is toothless. Well, see, I thought it was set to 450, but when you guys mentioned my iron was not hot enough, I looked at my temp and it said it was 400, and I don't know why, because I don't adjust my irons. I put them at 450. Well, I mean, now I don't have my heavy molars anymore. But I used to buy the salted ones from Walmart and bite into them to crack. Now, to be fair, I have not done the fresh macadamias, so those ones probably are tougher to crack. Nice, the ones that I were buying had shells. Huh. I'll have to go look again, because I could have swore the macadamias I were buying that were roasted, I was buying the shelled ones. But I could just be misremembering, because it's also been like 3 years since I've had macadamias. I used to buy those, pistachios, and cashews. Because there's a company that does sea salt roasted pistachios, macadamias, and cashews. Pistachios and macadamias were always shelled and cashews were unshelled. Okay, so this one, damn, it charged enough that it should be able to dock. Well, like I said, I could always be misremembering. Okay. I'll just have to assume that they were out of their shell then. I could have swore differently, but like I said, it was a couple of years ago. And my memory's fading anyway. Okay, Momo Truth does the dock. Yay, it docks! The original issue is now fixed! Thank you. Well, I mean, Ace, it docks. Would it not charge on both sides if it docked? Because I've never had one dock that can't test on both sides. Alright, give me a sec. Cleaning a wound. Okay, so let's see. Percentage, charge, rotate, charge. Yeah, charges on both sides. Well, it looks like it charges both sides, so... And it docks, which was the original issue. It actually came in originally because it couldn't dock. So this has now has a brand new Pi 3 USB, a brand new M92, new caps and resistors, a new charging port, and guess what? I'm not getting paid for any of it because it's been here for a fucking year. And they refuse to take it back. Also, extra special thank you to Ace for reminding me that Coder had said it's likely to be an M92 a while back. Because you did. So, thank you. Nope. I still have to get it back to them. Because they've been waiting. And even though I told them to come pick it up, it's outside of my scope of what I can repair. They refuse to come pick it up. Only without contact. Mine is 30 days after I let you know what the price is and have let you know it's repaired. If you don't come pick it up, it's mine. Although I almost never go by it. It usually sits around until the customer reaches back out to me, and then I go, yeah, just come pick up your stuff and pay me for it. If you keep in contact with me, it could be extended for however long it needs, and if the repair takes long enough, usually I just discount it because it took longer than expected. But this one has been here a year now, so I told her I'm just going to cover the damn repair. Because it was supposed to be a quick repair and it just wasn't. So it's my fault. I should have figured it out a lot quicker so I could have gotten it charged to them and got money out of it. But it is what it is. Yeah, see, State of Alaska says that anything abandoned, it has to be here without any kind of contact for 30 days. After 30 days, it becomes abandoned and is property of the property owner. But they've been reaching out to me about it, so... And even though I told them to come pick it up because it was outside of what I knew how to do, still. But now, hey, it's finally fixed. I can get it put back together, tell them to come pick it up, and get them out of my hair. So that way they can pick it up, and I don't have to stress about it any further. See, I would, but right now I'm not in any kind of fiscal position to utilize it. And I've always got this strong paranoia that I'm going to have that one customer that comes back and raises a big thing and causes me to lose a crap load of money, claiming that I stole their shit or something. And it's like, I didn't steal it, man. You abandoned it. I tried reaching out to you. It's just more chaos than it's worth. Rather sit it on a shelf than have to deal with it. But this upcoming year, 2026, I'm revising my contract form. So that way, if it is left here after 30 days with no contact, it will be considered mine. You do give up all rights and forfeit it by signing this contract. That way I've got legal backing as well, so if anyone tries anything I can say, well, you signed the contract, it was very clear, it was not misleading, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's why I'm updating my contract this upcoming year, because I'm tired of holding on to people's stuff and them never coming back. Because I'll give warnings too, like I've got a switch and a switch light in my possession that I told the customer, hey, this is my final attempt to reach out to you. this is your final invoice. Please pay your invoice. If it is not paid within the next 30 days, it will be considered abandoned and you give up all rights and ownership to this console. But I just gotta get it. Yeah, I just gotta get it signed in paper or in a contract on writing. So that way if they try to foul-mouth me online, I can show the contract and say, look, this person signed for it. They did not bother to reach out to me. Here's the text messages as proof. Sucks to be them. Yeah, because, see, the cool part about my family owning the game store and me owning the repair company is once I get that contract rewritten and I get it all taken care of, yeah, I can literally sell it to my family's game store and it will be up on shelf for sale at retail values or whatever the value is at that time. So at least someone makes money back. And then I get to write it off too. Yeah, well, I gotta get my terms and conditions redone so that way it's easier on me. I'm even going to include a part on my online form that by clicking agree, you do agree to these terms and conditions, which is blah blah blah. And it's going to all be very black and white, dead blunt right then and there. But in order to do that, I got to get all the rest of these cleaned up first. So once I get the rest of these cleared out, then I can take care of those ones. Really shouldn't be doing this. This has been bugging me. Anyway, I appreciate you guys all being here today. Don't forget, if any of you are interested, my family's game store link is in the pinned comment. All the games, consoles, and accessories do get tested, cleaned, and repaired by me, so they're all guaranteed to be fully functional. Although I'm pretty sure majority of you either are out of the country, own your own store, or something else. But all the same, you guys know what I mean. But thank you all for attending today's stream. I won't be streaming tomorrow. Well, tomorrow being Sunday. Well, later today. I won't be streaming Sunday. Yeah. Where is this? Oh, that's awkward. That's just kind of frozen there. Good night, Falcon. Good night, Ace. Good night, Anthony. Good night, Shadow. Actually, second week of streaming. I am definitely going to go enjoy my ice cream, though. Well, I gotta do some stuff first, but then I'm gonna enjoy my ice cream. Yes, second week of streaming. First week of streaming on YouTube. In 10-ish years, yeah. Boy. Anyway. Thank you all again. And if you guys... Yeah, thank you all again. I will see you guys again shortly. And happy gaming.